I really hate saying goodbye. Like, it is easily one of the things I hate the most, especially when I find a really good anime, manga, or whatever series I'm getting into at the moment, a good game. I really hate that feeling. I hate that feeling to when I'm really getting engrossed in it, I'm enjoying that content, and I reach the conclusion of that said content, and I'm like, that's it. That's over. Wrap it up, and I move on. And it sucks. It really is such a horrible feeling because next week, less than 7 days, we will have the final episode of Eminence in Shadow. And the preview came out earlier today, about 16 hours ago, as you can see right here, for Eminence in the Shadow. And it's honestly just, it's a horrible feeling to know that this series is going to be coming to an end. Because I have absolutely enjoyed this series from start to finish. I know so many of you out there that especially watch my channel can agree on that we absolutely love this series. I know there's some that don't, and that's completely fine. It's just, like, man, I hate this feeling. It's not necessarily just Eminence in Shadow. It goes for anything. Like, I mean, when ReZero came to an end, or Mushoku Tensei came to an end, or Bleach, Chainsaw Man recently, it's such a bad feeling. Because, like, man, I enjoyed that series. Every episode feels like 5 to 10 minutes. It doesn't feel that long. And when it ends, it's like, man, I'm gonna have to wait. And don't get me wrong, I'm willing to wait for good content. But it's just like, man, it sucks. Because it's like, you know, if it's, let's say, anime original, you can't read ahead. If it is, let's say, a series that's an anime adapted from a light novel, you gotta read the light novel, but when you catch up the light novel, that's the conclusion there, and it's just like, it sucks when you reach that and you have to say goodbye to something that you're really enjoying, and just like, this trailer that came out really just made me kind of feel that. Like, I felt the emotions and the sadness that a good show that I've been watching every single Wednesday, that has been legitimately such a fantastic anime. It's like, not the best anime ever, but I mean, it's just, for me personally, I have really enjoyed Eminence in the Shadow, and like this trailer that came out, this like brief 40-second trailer that kind of showcases like, you know, a little bit of the episode. We get to see a little bit of like Iris going in, the war goddess. We get to see, you know, Sid doing this little edgy moment and all that. And this final segment of, you know, the trailer kind of implies that he's gonna, you know, do the ASMR I am atomic. You know, I'm excited for this. It's going to be a good episode. And the one thing that really I'm wondering about, thanks to this PV trailer, is are we going to get a Season 2 announcement? There hasn't been any Season 2 announcement, so to speak. And I hope with this, you know, next episode, with the finale of Season 1 of Eminence in Shadow, we somehow do get, let's say, an announcement of Season 2. Fingers crossed. Like, I have my fingers crossed, because I think that if there's any show that has legitimately done a really good job with adapting its source content, elevating it, and doing just a really fantastic job with the series, Eminence in the Shadow gets that award. Like, it's not every day that, like, a series gets properly adapted, and it took, like, 9 to 10 episodes for them to adapt just one volume. That is ridiculous. It is not every day you see an anime series that is adapting from a light novel do that, because I have seen series try to compress a single volume in an episode. I've seen most of the time a series tries to compress an entire volume in 3 to 4 episodes. So the fact that, you know, this series goes the extra mile, and like we've only covered like 2 volumes at this point in time, it's just like, man, the series really is taking its time, trying to develop these characters, giving us information. Yeah, it's not completely perfect. There's definitely going to be some details cut out, but it's like, man, they are really doing the best they can. And I want to take a few moments, not just to say how bad or sad I feel that the series is coming to an end, but also just take a few moments to really just say shout-outs to the entire team that has worked on Eminence in Shadow, because they have done a good job. I know that not everybody probably likes the show. I know that there's a lot out there that it might not be for you. But man, for me, I enjoy it. I have enjoyed this series. I've had a good time with this series, and it sucks it's coming to an end. But I just wanted to kind of vent a little bit about that. I don't know how many people, you know, probably feel the same way as I do, but does anyone else get that way? Like, when you enjoy something, like, be it ReZero, Mushoku Tensei, whatever, any series, anything, do you get that way? Like, am I alone in that emotion? Am I alone in feeling that when, like, I reach the end of something, it sucks, it feels bad? Just, yeah. Let me know. Anyways, you all have a fantastic night or day wherever you live. I love all of you. You all have a wonderful rest of the day or whatever. And, Chibi out.